Kal Halal, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, so today is Tuesday. This is not the World War III daily update, but it's going to be similar. Why? Things need to be reported on. All right. This is War and Rumors of War Tuesday, but that's on the update. This is not the update. This is a lesson. And the lesson starts like this. Ecclesiastes 5:15, one of my favorite scriptures. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Right? And then we got to go to 12, which I completely forgot about the other day. Sirach 12:10, right? Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. He is a liar from the beginning. All right, so let's go here to the lovable idiot, Stephen Ben-Nun of Israeli News Live. 16 hours ago, I saw this and I'm like, how does this factor in? Iran claims 80 American soldiers killed where? In Iraq. Let's see. You know what? We might even go here. Let's listen to a bit of this first. Iran claims 80 American soldiers in 4 strikes across Syria, Jordan, and Iraq. Okay, so that's... Before we listen to this, we are being fed propaganda here in the U.S. What is true and what is not true? Of course, we're being... Propaganda is part of war. For a long, long time, warp speed. Is that it? It says 6 replies. All right, anyway, I'm getting 2. So this is controlling the narrative is propaganda, right? I expect nothing but lies from this administration. God have mercy on our troops and us all. Okay, so wouldn't they, here's the question. Wouldn't they be using this? If Iran is claiming 80 American soldiers, why are you pushing the 3? Let's look over here. 3 soldiers. Oh, that's GMS. That's the Elder Munatazakba, Shalom, Elder. But 3 U.S. Where's 80? Where's all the others? Okay, why are they just focusing on these 3 Jakes right here? Okay, because something else is going on here, right? Why wouldn't they use this as propaganda, right? Because it's making them look weak. Oh, just 3. Okay, and that's all we see. They're pushing that. They're not pushing nothing like this. They're not pushing the if it's even true, right? What was it? Saudi Arabia fires missiles at Israel. Where's that at in the news? Why are they not letting us see what's going on? Okay. So let's listen to this. Take it away, Stephen Ben-Nun. I'm going to let him play the little news intro and all.
Good evening, friends. Stephen Ben-Nun with Israeli News Live, and we're getting reports, which you guys I know are already aware of, 3 American soldiers that were killed in Iran near the Al-Tanf base there. As you can see pictured on the screen here, we've got that particular map. That's the base there right on the Jordanian border, and but oddly enough, and of course, Iranians feel like that at least the Americans are finally admitting the fact that U.S. troops have been killed. They say,
yeah, admitting how many. This don't look like three Negroes right here. Okay, listen to what he's saying.
there, these three gentlemen right here unfortunately lost their lives inside of Syria.
Why are they not reporting on that? Why did they put up the other? See, something else is going on here. Okay, there's something else going on.
But according to the reports that we're getting, and this is from Intel out of the Middle East there, and it is one of the most highly regarded Intel sources I have in that area, said that this morning, it was talking about yesterday, Iranian-backed forces attacked 4 bases on Iraq, killing and injuring over 55 American soldiers. U.S. says 3 dead, 30 injured. Iran says 80 killed and injured altogether. But inside of Iraq, Iran claims that 55 American soldiers have been killed in these attacks, and a total of 4 attacks have occurred.
Now, where is this in the mainstream news? Okay, you're pushing the 3 Jakes, right? That on some flaky, non-believable. Well, the drone was followed by a drone, so and it did a piggyback, and the radar didn't pick. Come on, you got to jump through all them hoops to, to push a lie, obvious lie, but there's all kind of devils over there being killed. Egyptian devils, if you will. All right.
So when we begin to see that the Biden administration is under very, very tough situation to bring about an attack on Iran, well, that's because they're just not telling you everything. And that's the whole reason why we're seeing this take place. And then on top of it, we've got trouble on the southern border. There's a standoff between the Biden administration, the governor of Texas, and there's been different media reports swirling that the U.S. is sending troops or tanks in the neck.
They are showing you that. They're showing the hell out of Texas. Hey, look over here. While our soldiers are over there in the middle of World War III that allegedly hasn't started yet, over there getting wiped. Okay? They're over there getting wiped. All right?
Guard down to the border of Texas. And Texas claiming that, well, they're going to shoot first, ask questions later. It's just really going nuts there. And that's being a very mild understatement there. I'll be curious to see, though, whether or not the U.S. is willing to admit this horrible tragedy that we have that's going on over in Iraq. But one thing's for sure, you can count on it. The U.S. is going to do something. They're not going to just sit back with that many soldiers dead. And of course, especially not willing to tell the American public of what's really going on. I'm just trying to find real quick. I got other intel as well, and wanted to share that other information with you if I could find it real quick here. Here we go, right here. This was coming in, said, wait a minute. Hang on one second, guys. Let me just see if I can find this for you. I guess what happened, yeah, I got, oh gosh, I went way up on that one. Here we go. Okay, here we go right here. This had also come in to me as well. Single source who is deeply knowledgeable about U.S. military planning. The U.S. is considering striking targets inside of Iran proper as retaliation for attacks upon U.S. base that killed 3 U.S. soldiers over the weekend. The strikes would be powerful and very significant, the source continued. When challenged by me, the that the attacks occurred upon the Al Tanf base, which is inside of Syria, and not the T-22 base nearby, but across the border in Jordan. The source told me both bases were hit. When I asked the source what evidence existed that Iran had anything at all to do with the attacks, the source replied, "Oh, come on. Everyone knows it's all Iran." That response staggered me in its assumption. Everybody knows, question marks, that what the HELL kind of intelligence decision making is based on everybody knows. What if Iran had nothing to do with it? What if the decision to attack was in fact taken by the Iraqis in retaliation for U.S. attacks upon Iraqi paramilitary groups, which is what the local intel is saying? We would be attacking Iran, who actually did nothing. Well, that could.
There we go. So, these Babylonians over here, right? Babylon the Great has its crosshairs on Iran, right? So it doesn't matter who else is doing what. They have their marching orders, and their marching orders are coming down from who? King Bibi. King Bibi said, you got to go get Iran, right? Before they supposedly get a nuke, and that I'm sure that they have plenty, right? Now, I'll leave that right there. Let's look at this. Okay, so things are not being reported on, okay, by the mainstream media. Look at this. Okay, they're only showing us what they want us to see. All right. Look, Iran is in trouble. What about this that I reported on a couple of days ago? And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. And I can't find anything else on it. Where did it go? Slovakia. I guess that didn't catch it, did it? Let me see. Am I gonna bring it up? Let me see. No? Okay. So give me a moment while I grab this. It's a lot. Let's see. Where would it be? Okay, this came up a couple of days ago, and I've been using it because I can't find anything else on it. So, do they have the ability to expunge things that they don't want you to see? It's pretty clear, you know, that, look at this. Saudi Arabia launched ballistic missiles at Israel in support of Gaza, Palestine. What is this? Is this nothing? Is this rumor? Okay. How many days ago? 2 days ago. Where's this at? And there's nothing else on it. Okay. Israel gets a big offer from 5 Arab states on Palestine. That doesn't make any sense.
Community, sparking debates and concerns about the.
Let's watch this. Okay, so Tech Beat 2 days ago, Saudi Arabia launched ballistic missiles at Israel. And this would be huge if this is true, if this is actually going on. See, again, what are you going to say? Iranian-backed Saudi Arabia? No, Saudi Arabia stands on its own, right? This would be the linchpin, the turning point, right, in the region. If Saudi Arabia is launching missiles at Israel in support of Gaza, in support of Hamas, okay? Comments are turned off. Let's read this. We explore the extraordinary rise in Middle East tensions in this gripping video as Saudi Arabia fires ballistic missiles at Israel in defense of Gaza and Palestine. The world community has been rocked by this unexpected turn of events, which has sparked discussions and raised questions about the stability of the area. We examine the long-running Israeli-Palestinian conflict, its historical context, and the conflicting claims to territory and sovereignty that have fed this decades-long impasse. I'm not going into all of that, but anyway, let's listen to a little bit of that.
People are dying not only from bombs and bullets, but from lack of food and clean water.
The Middle East, a region known for its complex geopolitical landscape, has once again become the center of global attention. In a shocking turn of events, Saudi Arabia, a key player in the Arab world, has launched ballistic missiles at Israel in a bold and unprecedented move to express its solidarity with Gaza and Palestine.
Now, is there any truth to this? Because if there is, right? If there is, it changes everything because Saudi Arabia is supposed to be on the side of it. I bet you I can easily find, oh, well, Saudi Arabia is working with Israel, right? I bet you I can find that easily. Saudi Arabia working with Israel, right? Let me type that in real quick before, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I know where I'm going with. Because what does the scripture say is going to happen? What this is saying right here is that the Arabs are all coming back together, right? In support of Gaza. This is in the scriptures, this here. But why isn't it being reported if this is true? See how I've been looking for it in the past few days? Been looking for it and can't find anything. So what is this piece here? Is this propaganda? Is this bullshit? Or what's really going on over there? If Stephen Ben-Nun can come out with what he just came out with, right? And we don't see it. All we see is 3 Negroes. But Ben-Nun used to be CIA, according to him. All right, so let's look at let's see, Saudi Arabia. Talks with Israel. Now watch. Many things are going to come up, okay, as though they have some kind of. And let's see how old they are. As a matter of fact, 3 months. Let's see. Puts deal on ice. That was 3 months ago. What is happening with normalizing ties? See, this is what they want you to believe. Oh no, we're good. We're good. You can't have Saudi Arabia firing missiles at Israel because that throws off the whole narrative. Not when you're trying to attack Iran. Okay? 4 months. Touts peace with Saudi Arabia. Netanyahu touts peace with Saudi Arabia, issues nuclear threat to Iran. This is their narrative. Not all of the Arabs are coming together to come against Israel, like Ben-Nun just said. Not Ben-Nun, but this other thing. You can find plenty. Normalization with normalization getting closer. Saudi Crown Prince, MBS, Mohammed bin Salman says Israel normalization getting closer. You see what they're pushing? But if they don't want you to believe something, they will definitely expunge it. Israeli and Saudi peace deal. See how they're pushing that? Okay, but a month ago. Okay, you see this? Why? Well, let's see what the scriptures say, and we'll hit it and quit, all right? But let me go back to this real quick because you need to see a visual. You need a visual on this.
Unity sparking.
This. Saudi Arabia launched ballistic missiles at Israel in support. Okay, you got Saudi, the Arabs, in support of these Arabs. Because they're all Arabs. Okay? See that? The Iranians are not Arabs, but they're still together. So how do we figure out, how do we suss this out, right? Well, scriptures are telling you, what is actually happening. So how do you get to the bottom of it? 15, yeah. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the Arabs, right? 2nd Ezra 15. Vision and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations, plural, of the dragons of Arabia, all the Arabs, shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Then it goes into the Iranians joining battle with them, with the Arabs, but then it comes over here, right? We go down to 31, 2nd Ezra 15 and 31. And then shall the dragons, right, the Arabs, have the upper hand. They're going to be winning, remembering their nature as the wild man. Now, this is the part I want you to see, because it supports this. What does this say? Saudi is firing missiles in support of the other Arabs against Israel. Okay? Who is America and Israel going after? Iran. Here's Iran. Iran is with who? The Arabs. Right? And join battle with them. With who? The Arabs. So this is their first target. But when we get here, right? I'll read this again. 2nd Ezra 15 and 31. And then shall the dragons, the Arabs, have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, look at this language, conspiring together. What do you mean? Conspiring together. Themselves, the dragons, okay? You got Saudi Arabia, you got Jordan, you got Yemen, right? You got, and they have been destabilized. See, for years and years and years over that oil. Well, Saudi Arabia, we're going to give you some money. Qatar, whatever you want to call it. UAE, we're going to give you some money, and they destabilize the region. That's falling apart. Because why? Because they're going to turn themselves and conspire together in great power. All right? Which gives credence to this. And the fact that we can't find it anywhere else, it must be what's really going on, because according to Stephen Benoon, right, let's go back one more, can we? They are hiding the fact that there's all kind of shit. There's a war going on over there that they're not speaking about. It's lucky. All right? What is he saying here? And we'll close it on this. Never trust thine enemy. Your headline here. Look at this. They're over there killing Edomites. We got to keep that quiet. Right?
We're getting, and this is from Intel out of the Middle East there, and it is one of the most highly regarded Intel sources I have in that area, said that this morning, it was talking about yesterday, Iranian-backed forces attacked 4 bases on Iraq, killing and injuring over 55 American soldiers.
Why is that not being talked about? Okay. Well, because propaganda. Let's go back here real quick. We are being fed propaganda here in the U.S. Okay. What is propaganda? Let's get this. Get Matthew. I'll just leave it there because I'm about to do the World War III daily update right after this. Okay. Yeah. Matthew 24 and 6. Let's read 4. Matthew 24 and 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Okay. Jump down to 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. So here we are. All right. Don't be fooled. Right. Don't let nobody fool you. You gotta perform a diligent search yourself. So we'll keep our eye on what's going on. We'll see what they release and what they don't release and what they'll cover up, because they have the ability to do that. All right. This murderer from what? This murderous devil, right? John 8:44, St. John. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in it. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So you can't trust what this devil says. And Banoon, he's so benevolent, or so he thinks. And he's wrong a lot, but you got to glean, spit out the bones. He might be a Jake. There's some Amalekites out there that, guess what? They go back to the chosen line. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.